Hi everybody, welcome to the Wee Deli Test Kitchen, where today we're going to be doing a great little recipe for you which is a really nicely truffled mayonnaise, which is going to allow you to spice up any kind of burger or sandwich that you're having over the weekend or throughout the week. Now what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be using one of two types of truffle. We're just going to be chopping that up, mixing it with some delicious either ready bought or homemade mayonnaise. That choice is up to you, but what we'll do is take you through the process. Now just before we get started, you'll note on our worktop here that we've got two types of truffle. We've got a white summer truffle. Now this is a more expensive variety, Italian truffle preserved in a little bit of truffle juice, and this truffle has a really pungent, strong scent. Now what happens with preserved truffles is naturally they're not quite as robust as a fresh truffle, hence why we get them a little bit cheaper when they're preserved. But of the two types here, you've got the white truffle that is really strong, a really powerful thing, something to keep, or something to buy and something to use perhaps when you're doing a really important dinner party. Then on this side we have the black summer truffle, which is a little bit cheaper, not quite as pungent, in fact probably only about half as pungent as the white summer truffle, but it's a much more economical option for you if you're wanting to do something like this just for a Saturday night when you're having some burgers with your mates or your family. So ingredients on the bench, we're going to go with the black summer truffle, and we've just got some basic light mayonnaise here. Now like I said before, if you want to make your own mayonnaise, that's absolutely fine, that'll be absolutely delicious, but again we're going to be slapping this on chicken burgers tonight, so I don't want to go too over the top. So really easy process. Just get one of these jars of truffles. Oh, I say it's easy, but actually they're quite difficult to open up. And straight away what we get a lovely, rich and intense fragrance of truffles. What do you think of that, Amity?
Oh, wow.
It smells beautiful, doesn't it? A really earthy, kind of mushroomy, almost garlicky scent that goes really well with this mayonnaise. So we'll get this truffle out. Quite a good size one, that one. So the great thing about these jars as well is that if you look inside, you usually get a couple of truffles. You usually get a big one and a smaller one, and you'll also get some juice in there that you can use in the mayonnaise as well. So all we want to do here, we're actually going to use the whole truffle for this recipe because that'll give us the right kind of flavour. Now have a look at that, absolutely beautiful, that lovely black skin, and it's got a really pungent inside. So the trick here is really to get it all chopped down, get all the flavour out of it. You'll see actually as I'm cutting it, it's actually quite a dry texture inside. So these nothing's done with these truffles other than that they're brushed and preserved in a little bit of kind of water, and that turns into kind of like a truffle sauce. So there we go, get this chopped up nice and fine. Now what you'll also find with these black truffles, not so much with the whites, is they've got quite a nice skin that adds a little bit of texture. Now what I tend to do is take a few pieces over to the side, which we can just lay on top of the mayonnaise at the end to give it a nice bit of decoration, but then the rest of it we just want to try and get nice and chopped up. Apologies, you're probably not seeing this very well, but I'm sure you understand how to chop a truffle up, so we won't worry about it too much. Now, just whilst we're doing this, it's also really important that you do this a little ahead of time, because what you need with these black summer truffles is they need a bit of time to infuse their flavour into the mayonnaise. So just for saving time, and because I know that my family actually quite like a bit of truffly crunch in there, what I'm going to do is take this straight over to the mayonnaise. So as you can see, a good amount of truffle in there, get it into the mayonnaise. Again, just a normal shop bought mayonnaise, this one. In fact, I've gone for a light supermarket variety, but it's got quite a nice tang to it and works really well with truffle. And then all we do, get that really nicely mixed together. Make sure that you get that truffle right through the mayonnaise. You can start to see there the truffle folding in nicely to that mayonnaise. Absolutely delicious. Now, anybody who's offered that to dollop on top of a burger, going to absolutely love that. And then what we're also going to do is just add a bit of this preserved truffle juice in there. Give it a good mixing. Now, I can see Amity getting very excited because this is one of her favourite things to put on a burger. What burgers are we having tonight, Amity?
Chicken, I think.
Chicken burgers. So what we'll do there, we'll just have some nice premium chicken breasts. We'll get some nice brioche buns, won't we? We'll do some fries with it, and then what we'll do is the chicken breast we'll just griddle down. Nice, get them nice and cooked through, nice and warm, and then we'll probably serve it with a bit of mozzarella cheese as well. So once you've got that nice and stirred up, we get that into a nicer bowl, which then we'll be able to put into the fridge. And hey presto, we have a very delicious and very, very glamorous truffle mayonnaise. Bon appetit, please enjoy.